informed the public on 16 that we had a raid from the police. We had a raid at our house by the military and police. That was a trial. In that fracas, as you all remember, my husband managed to escape. Later, they tried again and were unsuccessful. Yesterday, the group that came to raid our home was a different group. They were so many, heavily armed, drunk, and they looked the same and spoke one language. They broke into the gate, the lower gate. Our askari was in a different corner, so he saw them and he called me. Our askari saw them and called me. I had already gone to bed. I was just preparing to read like one page and sleep. The askari called me and said, "These men are many and they are coming in this time." So in the moment, I got out of the bed, switched off the bed light, then tried to walk out of the bedroom and lock it, looking for a place to hide. But then I realized that was a wise thing to do. I opened the bedroom again, went in, opened the balcony room to make a video of at least some evidence of these people were coming in. I just shot a small snippet thing because already they had ladders and they were climbing to our veranda. So when I shot that, I locked the veranda door again, went in, sent the video to our son Solomon, and I asked him to let people know that we were under attack. Then I called our other son, who is also my brother-in-law, Dax, and I told him, it's finished, these people are coming in definitely. So I walked out of the room, locked the door, and then went down the stairs. When I reached the stairs and looked in the window, there was this big group of men. Every window had like 10 men in it. And they said, "Open the door." They said it in Munyankore. I replied in Munyankore and said I was not going to open. So I passed the stairs, went to the general bathroom, locked the door, and called our neighbor, one of our neighbors. And I said, "We have a problem here, let everybody know." Then I came out of the room. When I came out of the room, they were already coming into the sitting room. They had finished breaking everything. There was so many, very many. They went to all directions of the house. Ceiling, rooms, kitchen, outside in the compound, on the verandas, my bedroom, kids' bedrooms, bathrooms, everywhere. They were everywhere. They were very many. In that moment, they did not allow me to follow anybody where they were. One of them told me to give them my phone. He came and sat behind me, told me, "Give me your phone." I gave it to him from this angle. He put it in front of me and said, "Give me the password." In Munyankore. And I said back, "I'm not giving you the password." He said, "You're going to give me the password." And I said, "I'm not going to give you the password." He left, went outside on the veranda, came with other 4 men. So when he came back, he went in the same position where he was. He lifted me by the trousers. I was wearing 90 trousers and a shirt. He lifted me by the trousers, lifted me up, and then the one who was standing in front of me strangled me by the neck from the front. And then he told me, "Give me the password." And I told him in his face, "I will not give you the password." The one who was behind here pulled my shirt. So now I was between 2 men. One was strangling me, and one was pulling my shirt from there. And you know how the button chokes you here? So the button was choking me. I kicked the man who was in front of me. And when I kicked him in someplace very hurtful, and he walked away, then this one pulled me and all the buttons broke. Then he stayed with the shirt in his hands. So I walked across the room naked. Now, in that room there were so many men. Some of them just shied away and looked on the side. Some of them kept looking, and there was one sober one. And he said in Uganda, nedda, mama muddize esaati ye ayambale. It was on the floor. One of them picked it and said, wanike emikono oyambale esaati. And I said, no, give me the shirt, I'll dress myself up. He gave it to me. In that moment, the other guy who took my phone and who had my shirt who tore my shirt in the beginning, came back and held me by my hair. It was plaited like this last night. He held me by my hair and pushed me all the way up to a pole across the sitting room. And I hit my lip. And then he told me, ring the password. I said again, there's no password for you. Then he pulled me down on the floor. And they sat on me. I felt as if 4 bodies sat on me. There was someone I think was overseeing everything. He told them, what's happening here? Leave her. Then they went. I sat on the floor, and in that moment I felt thirsty, I felt nauseous, I felt dizzy, I felt my body was confused. I asked for water. They brought me a glass of water. I asked for more water. They gave me another glass. And that was the last that I remember of that event. The next moment that I got to realize, I was on the veranda sleeping in my own vomit. And the askari and the other boy organized and drove me to hospital.
So they left you in your house when you were unconscious?
They left me in my house. In my house or on the veranda, because when I realized I was outside on the veranda, sleeping in my own vomit. So all this while, they were asking me where my husband was. Where is your husband? I said, I don't know where he is. They asked me, did you think you would bring your brother here, run on Kampala MP and win? That's not how you come and conquer. I don't have a brother apply for any position. They kept asking the askari where are the children. They beat him here on the face. He has another cut on the head. They asked him where the children is going to be. So they asked him where the basement was. Where is the basement? He said, I'm new here. I don't know if there is even a basement here. So they collected everything. Phones, laptops, electricity, chargers, AirPods, anything electrical. They took away our camera system. They went to the city, picked it, broke everything down, left us in the dark, and went.
Okay,
Barbie,
Guys, relax.
I just have 2 questions, Barbie. Number one, the first one and the last one is, from the 15th when you guys was voted, you've been under house arrest, figuratively, right? And how did they allow you to move out yesterday, or in the state you were? Did they let you freely move, or what happened?
So, the person who brought me just drove to the gate. They opened from outside and said, what's the problem? He said, I have a sick person, I'm taking her to the hospital. Then they checked, and then they opened. I think they realized, or they had known that there was an ambush, and they raided in the house.
So they're still in your place right now?
They're still home. They're still there.
Maybe finally for me, did you, like, by the time, because you said you moved out onto the balcony and recorded, would you give us like a rough estimate of how many people came in the house or came into your compound?
I can't tell the people in the compound, but the law met this group when they were leaving because he was coming home and he met them. He can give you a good number, but the askari who saw them coming in said they were in hundreds. They were very many. Every corner had a soldier in it, armed to the teeth.
Putting on Uganda military uniform, or
some were in uniform, some were not in uniform. These people were drunk and they were very provocative. One of them asked me in Yankole how I could end up marrying a traitor of Uganda as if I never saw Yankole to marry.
Barbie, do you
Can that
think
be the last one? Please?
second last? No, second last. Do you think these men could have been sent by General Mohozi?
General Mohozi has given my husband an ultimatum of 48 hours. Sometime 3 days ago now. Okay, it's past 48 hours. And he told him to come out of the latrine if that's where he was hiding. Then he said, I am looking for you, and when I find you, I'll treat you the way they treat, was it rebels? Was it some outlaws? Yes, outlaws. So, if someone threatens you to that extent, and they are in an office of power, and they're in control of the army and all the army outfit, how could you say they're not the one that sent those people?
How are you and your family coping up with police being outside your home all the time, your husband being in hiding, and what is your message to him?
I am home with 2 other people. So the children are not home, my husband is not home. They are seeing all this online. Each one of them handles the situation differently, just like each one of you here handles situations differently. We are trying to manage. Relatives, friends are trying to manage the children. What was the other question?
What message do you have for your husband, wherever he is?
Wherever he is, he should just do his thing. He shouldn't worry about me. As soon as the doctor says I am good to go, I'm going back to our home, relax. I am going to be fine. I shouldn't be the reason you leave, you're hiding. You should come at your own timing and when you feel safe. Otherwise, I'm okay.
The doctor's report? Anything? What have the doctors said when you came to hospital?
They gave me anxiety relief medication. They checked my pressure. They said it was a bit high. And they gave me some painkillers and some medication for my broken lip and for the bruises that I have. So far, that's what they are managing. We will see at the end of the day.